In this video, we are going to show you how to create student plans in bulk. In order to create student plans in bulk, you're going to first need to drill down to a student list. You can do that by clicking on any metric that works for you. For example, anytime your mouse turns from an arrow into a pointer finger, that is going to drill down to a student list. For example, if I'm a district user, I might first filter down to the school that I need to be at. Or if I'm a school user and I'm already at the school that I need to be at, let's say all of my students that I need to create a plan for are males or females, or maybe my total is below 5,000 here and I could just click on that total. I'm going to click on the total here. Once I clicked on that metric, it actually takes me to a drilled student list. Now I have filtered to just one student here, but you would see the number of students contained in that metric. In order to create plans in bulk, what you'll do is in this list, you will select the number of students that you need to create a plan for. So you can either select the check mark by each individual student's name, or if you've been able to filter down to a list of students who you need to create plans for each one, you could also select the select all arrow or checkbox at the top. Once you have those students selected, you're going to come up here to Actions and you're going to click Create Student Plans. From here, you're going to have the pop-up box for the Create Student Plans information. So the first thing you're going to do is select your plan template. Now you can only create one template in bulk for the group of students. So for example, I can create 5 PST plans all at once. I cannot create 3 PST plans and 2 student reading improvement plans at one time. So I will pick a common template here, and for the purposes of things like my MTSS Tier 3 with those or math deficiencies, my student reading improvement plans, and those third grade reading portfolios, we do need to make sure that we are using the ALSDE templates for those purposes. The next is the start date and end date. So I'm going to choose a start date and then an end date based on whatever the end date needs to be. Maybe it's the end of school year for a PST plan, or perhaps the end of July of the student's third grade year for that student reading improvement plan. The next field is the Find Staff field. Your name will populate there and you can stop there if you wish. It is optional if you want to add any additional staff members. The next thing is the plan name. Now here we have macros that we can use to build a plan name that will be customized for each student. You'll notice here below we do have the student name macro already listed there, and you can just copy that so that you can paste it in to make it easy. I actually don't want this macro here for template name because we use a little bit of a different naming convention here in Alabama. So I'm going to paste that student name in, and then I'm going to put an underscore and do SY in the school year, which right now is going to be 2024-2025. And then I'm going to do underscore, and then I'm going to see the plan type here, or I'm going to write the plan type. Since I've chosen the PST, that's what I'm going to put here, PST. If I'd chosen a different template, I might put SRIP here or portfolio based on what I had chosen. Now, you notice here that it says plans to generate or 0 out of 1 selected students. That's going to be because we have this checkbox here, this unique plans per student. When this is selected, any student that actually already has the plan template that you've created or that you're trying to create, this student will be filtered out so you don't create a duplicate for them. So if I were to uncheck that, notice now it's going to build a plan for this student. This student already has a plan, and we don't really want that to happen, so we want to make sure that we keep this box checked here so that you're not creating duplicate plans for students. And then when you are ready, you'll check your listing here. We'll show you all of the students that you're going to create for and give you that plan name that you created up here. And then you'll hit save. What you'll receive then is a little notification that all of your plans were created, and you'll be able to go to those plans by going to Utility Apps and MTSS Student Plans. One other quick time saver here that I want to show you is that when I'm finished with this, when I click save, this is actually going to go away and I'll be left back at my student list. So while I'm here, if I'm creating a Tier 3 plan for these students using one of those templates, I might also need to go ahead and add these students to an intervention. If I already know what intervention, while I've already got them selected, it would be a really great time saver to just go right back up here to Actions and click Add to MTSS Intervention. When you click on this Add to MTSS Intervention button, you'll be able to add these students to an intervention. You can either search for an active one or a pending one that you have already created, or you can create a new intervention and you'll be able to add your students. So that's just a time saver there for you. If you're creating these Tier 3 plans in bulk and you already have those students selected, it is helpful to go ahead and just add them to that intervention if that's something that you're going to be doing.